Lynchings TV.
The 1946 lynching victims were George W. and Mae Murray Dorsey and Roger and Dorothy Malcom. They have been remembered by a community memorial service since 1998. A state highway marker was placed in 1999 at the site of the attack. This was Georgia's first official recognition of a lynching, and an annual recreation has been held since 2005, according to the 2015 report by the Equal Justice Initiative on lynchings in the southern United States. Georgia has the second highest number of documented lynchings. The fact that Georgia has the second highest documented lynching rate is really saying something, because lynching started as a thing or a punishment for white people. I don't know if many people know or believe that, but let's go back to the beginning and I'll tell you how we got here with these two African American couples being lynched on that dirt road on that day. Roger actually grew up with the Hester children, which was one of the farms that his family worked on when he was a child. And so he grew up with these children, which were white. And some people began to see him, especially the white people, began to see him as a uppity N-word that didn't know his place. And Loy Harrison was the one to bail him out 11 days later. Roger's penis was actually cut off, which is really gruesome and sad, and I don't understand, what that was supposed to achieve, because he was already dead by then. And I mean, let's not forget that when I say in part one that it was a mob of white men, it was at least 15 white men, and they all fired into these four people's bodies on, the count of three, according to children who were hidden in the woods at that time. The sheriff of the county counted it down and told them when to fire into these people's body, and there were I believe more than 15 bullets in each body, if I'm not mistaken. And it is believed that Roger's wife was having an affair with Bernard Hester, which is the farm owner of the farm that his family worked when he was a little child, and he now in turn worked. But it is believed that she was having an affair with Mr. Hester. And when George found this out, he became very enraged, which is understandable. And he went to confront her, and they got into a fight in the front yard of the Hester home. And Mr. Hester came out and, saw what was going on and stepped in between them and told Roger that he had to basically leave her alone. And with him still being enraged, he basically lunged, or this is the story that Mr. Hester tells. He basically lunges at Mr. Hester and stabs him. And this is what lands him in jail. And like I said, he was bailed out by Loy Harrison 11 days later. And it was reported that he told somebody that, he didn't think he was going to make it out of this situation, because I guess back then in the 40s, it was normal for African Americans to be thrown in jail for anything, really. And, they would always get out. But I think in a way, he kind of knew, okay, if I really did this, or this man is saying that I did this, I'm not gonna make it out this one alive. And in a way, as we know now, he was right. But stay tuned for part 3. And I'll go into more detail on the affair, or whatever you want to call it, between Roger's wife and Mr. Bernard Hester. And I will also give details of, how they ended up on that dirt road and everything like that. So please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.